Space Coconut.
Okay, so today we're going to talk about Tinkerer. Tinkerer. Tinkerer says, when a generator is repaired at 85%, you receive a noise notification. Your terror radius is reduced to 0 meters for 12 seconds. So, I don't like this perk. I really don't understand why people like it so much. But I guess it can be kind of the same way as when I use a hag trap to determine, where a survivor is. You get a general location about where they're at. You have 12 seconds to creep up on them with no terror radius, which, I mean, if you can move fast enough and they're close enough by, I guess that's okay. But that's pretty situational. I don't know. Anyway, so we're going to play with, I'm going to try with Trapper. We'll see how it goes. I'm just doing... I kind of don't know what this build is. I'm just playing around. Otherwise, I just go with the anti-healing build, but I'm running out of bloody coils, so I have to think of something else. The Iridescent Stone is by far his best add-on, but yeah, it's too bad this sucker isn't built in. It's New Year's as I'm recording this. Happy New Year! Well, actually, how close is it? It is 8 o'clock right now, so in 4 hours, Happy New Year. Anyway, so yeah, we'll try this. We'll play with it, and I'm going to see how these matches go. Hopefully, they go better than yesterday's matches did, because I tell you, they sucked. So, let's see how these go. Trapper. Okay. I'm gonna play with Tinkerer. I forgot to check where I was. Am I in the Groaning Storehouse? Is that where I'm at? I'm thinking yes. Points. Oh, maybe they didn't hear me coming because Tinkerer went off? That's possible. Maybe that worked. Are you gonna run me around, Pass? Yay! Alright, barbecue. Oh, he's down and they don't know where. I don't think they'll fall for that one, so I won't put it there. I forgot to look for that. It's 2 generators. This one's almost done. That works. You're getting caught too. Oh no, never mind. Hey, look. I can't carry that. That works. That was lucky. He should have ran. Why is that one down? Oh. Because I'm using the thingy. Rescue. Okay. This is interesting. Bill, you need to stop going down. Or telling me where you're at by hitting the traps, buddy. I forgot to look on barbecue also. Oh. Oh, we're just running in a circle? We'll leave you here because it's in the middle of nowhere. Sorry, Bill. Aw, that's too bad. And this is why we need 2 traps as default. Bingo. Did he, like, something past that? Oh, that's alright. What's up? Well, she has decisive. Your game, will you make it? I believe in you. That one makes me happy. I didn't even get a GG from that? Come on, man. Oh, dull key and I had Franklin's? Poor guy. Give me your key. Alright, so Tinkerer. People are likening it to Rancor and Bitter Murmur, where you get little pings of where the survivors are. I mean, I'd like to see video of it really working for them, because from what I can see, from what I can tell, is that Tinkerer, it just tells you what you're going to know in 15%, right? At 85%, you get a notification that, hey, this generator is about to go off. And so you have 15%, however many seconds that is, depending on how many survivors are on the generator, to get to that generator. Most killers aren't going to make that. All it's going to do is tell you where the survivors are. So that's the same notification you're going to get when the generator is finished. The devs have said that Tinkerer isn't meant to... They said that Tinkerer isn't supposed to help you stop generators. It's just supposed to let you know where they're at. And it's kind of... I'm just, in my mind, I'm like, well, so what? You know, the generator gets finished and you know where they're at anyway. Tinkerer goes off and you have 15% of time. However, I'm just going to say 15%. You just have 15% of time. I don't know if that makes any sense. That you know where the survivors are if they're going to stay put. Smart survivors aren't. Once they hear your terror radius, they're going to go and hide as if you didn't have Tinkerer, right? Well, I guess that's what the 12 seconds is for, but that's not enough time. That is not nearly enough time to be useful. If a killer moves at, what, 4.5, 4.6 meters per second? I want to say 4.5. 4.6, I forgot, I could check that. Okay, so 4.6 meters per second. All right, so let's do some math really quick. Okay, so in 12 seconds, the killer can travel 55.2 meters in a straight line. Survivors are still going to see the killer. He's not visible. They're still going to be looking around at their surroundings and all of that, but 55 meters is 12 seconds. I want to do some... Okay, and it turns out with one survivor on the gen, if it does 80 seconds, no items, anything, 15% of that is 12 seconds, if I'm doing this right. So, you in the most ideal situation, with one survivor on a generator, you have 12 seconds to get to that generator before they finish it. And in that 12 seconds, your heartbeat disappears. So you can creep up on it. That's fine. But in the middle of nowhere, the survivor is going to see you coming up anyway. With no walls, with no cover, no anything like that, the survivor is going to see you. For killers that have a better movement speed, maybe this will work better. For Hillbilly, this is his perk. His chainsaw makes noise, so I mean they're going to hear him coming. They're going to know that it's his. Anyway, so they tried to change this and blah 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 to let it not have to affect other perks, and I get it. It makes it easier, but this perk is dumb. What would be interesting is if Tinkerer affected the killer's power, because I mean that's what Tinkerer did. It affected the various perks. But what if Tinkerer affected the killer's power in one way or another? Okay, so if Tinkerer affected the killer's power directly, they wouldn't have to worry about all of the killer's add-ons. They could just affect the one thing in a killer's loadout, or in a killer's power, that is the weakest, whatever it is. It might be interesting for Tinkerer to make more noise for survivors, make it kind of mask the heartbeat or other ambient sounds while they're there on the generator, and that might be something. Yeah, because removing the terror radius for Tinkerer, they just slap that on. I mean, it doesn't really work, and the time limit on it is pretty lame. It really doesn't work. It worked once, but I mean, the situation when that works is really rare. It's not reliable at all. Tinkerer is a bad perk. It doesn't help you. It tells you where survivors are, and it masks you for a little bit. But good survivors are going to know where you are anyway. A killer's perk needs to help them. For tracking and all of that stuff, it can be helpful, but it shouldn't. There should be less tracking perks, in my opinion. They completely reworked Tinkerer, so in its current state, it's probably not getting worked on again. But yeah, I think Tinkerer. I think the best option for Tinkerer, because of its original intent, would be to directly affect the killer's power somehow, and taking on the effect of any of the add-ons. I'm not sure. They'd have to make a specific Tinkerer version for each killer. That probably wouldn't be as hard as trying to make Tinkerer work with several different add-ons. As it is, Tinkerer is dumb, and there are better options. Anyway, so let's see, what time is it now? 9:48. I've been doing this for almost 2 hours. I think I was extra quiet today. Apologize. Tomorrow I'll talk about territorial imperative. Yeah, territorial will be tomorrow. Sounds like fun. I'm getting down to the perks that I'm really excited about talking about. Insidious is going to be last, because I have a great idea for that perk that should be implemented. But that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 videos away. I need to tweak the killer perk script, and I should probably start recording that, because that bastard is long. The script is 9 pages long, and this video is probably going to be like 40 minutes long. So I'll try and make it as concise as I can, but in order for me to really explain why each killer is where they're at, I need time. So, yeah. But the whole thing will be split up by killer. So if you're interested in knowing why one killer is at a certain rank, you can just go to that timestamp, and then I'll talk about that one killer, and then, you know, the whole tier list will be at the beginning and at the end. So that should make it easier to digest. But the whole video is going to be long. So long. But anyway. I'm going to play some more matches tonight. So I'll probably do the territorial next. Because I feel like playing it. Matches weren't too bad today. Still rushy-ish. But, I mean, I'm playing the Trapper, so I'm kind of expecting it. So, as I was thinking about it, I'm playing Trapper and playing the killers that I'm not very good at. Or the killers that aren't very good on top of that. I was thinking that the next series that I'll do, besides those controversial topics I was talking about before, would be killer studies, and talking about the individual killers and maybe what can be fixed with them. I'm not going to talk about Hillbilly or Nurse, mainly because they're fine for the most part. The Nurse is like Legion. If you do anything to her, she's going to be way underpowered. And like with Legion, if you do anything, he's going to be overpowered. Legion needs to be reworked. He really does. And I say he because, you know, that's the first one that you go to. Anyway. So I'll do killer studies next. I'll probably start with the Trapper because, I mean, everybody knows he needs some love. So yeah, Happy New Year. I wish you guys the best for this coming year. I got a lot of stuff going, and this year's going to go by pretty quick also. Last year went by really quick. I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves, being safe, being careful, taking it easy. I want to find time to talk about Pantheon. More and more, I'm getting excited about the idea of playing that game. So I'm just rambling at this point. I appreciate you guys. You guys are making it possible for me to do this on a regular basis, to actually turn this into a steady gig. It means a lot to me. We're creeping up on 2,000 subs, so I'm going to get that the original coconut merchandise and gear set up on the shop for that. It'll be officially, and I'm using finger quotes, it'll be officially released once I hit 2,000 subs. But I mean, it'll be up. I'll let you guys know, and I'll brag about it. And I'll show off my simplistic design skills. And we'll go from there, because this is kind of fun. I'm kind of enjoying this. Like, you know, you guys are pals. We're hanging out. I'm sorry I don't talk enough during the matches. It's something I need to change. I need to be more entertaining. I'm an entertainer now. I should try and do that better. But I get so focused that I can't really do anything else. You can hear me pausing and talking as I'm playing, and it's because I can't do two things at once. I can't think about where I'm going to go next and talk at the same time. I don't know how some of these streamers do it, but my brain just does not work that way. So if I'm silent, it's because I'm thinking and planning ahead. But I know that it's not as entertaining as some other streams and some other things, but I really appreciate you guys who are sticking with me, even though I'm kind of a boring guy. So yeah, I appreciate you guys so much. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you tomorrow. Guess Heaven. Michael Daly. Daly. Lucky. We'll leave you here. So much focus.